3, 2, 1.
Here we go! Okay, it looks like we are live. Just a quick message. So I know I had these streams all planned out and everything was scheduled to go the way that whatever I had planned. I just want to let you all know because I know that we have a lot of viewers that have been with the stream for a long time, even despite the fact that I took a very long break. And unfortunately, on a week ago this last Friday, we noticed something going on with Callie and we took her into the vet. We ended up finding out that she had extensive cancer. So come Monday, we had to make a choice because her body was deteriorating. And since we didn't want her to live in constant pain and she deserved so much more than that, we spent the weekend pampering her and doing everything we possibly could. Oh boy, we're going to have to check to make sure I'm actually live. Am I live? Because it says no data. I really don't want to have to say this all again. Let's check it out. Okay, there it goes. I am live. So anyways, unfortunately on Monday, we had to make the choice to put her down. So Callie is no longer with us. And we decided to go ahead and take the time to heal, grieve, and do what we could, as a family. So I canceled all the streams last week, and that is why. So I'm sorry to all of you because I just got back and I have been completely inconsistent. Content creation is a lot harder than I ever imagined. But when life just finds a way to rear its, ugly side, it's even harder. So those of you that follow us on Twitter, or I guess Twitter is really the only place we talked about it. IG is not back to streaming yet. For the last year, Callie has been basically living with him in a detached dwelling on the property where we're staying and where we live now. And he's having a very hard time with our loss. So I'm not sure when IG will be back to streaming. As for today, I am going to go through and we're going to try to catch up on all the streams that you all missed out on last week since I didn't stream it all. But I do hope that you all understand. Losing a pet is never easy, no matter how old you are or how young you are. It is just the worst part of owning a pet. Thankfully, the best parts of owning the pet are all the times from the moment that they become yours to the unfortunate time that they become God's. That's my outlook on it and my belief on it anyway. Not to say that I would push my beliefs on anyone. But anyways, so that's the update. I'm sorry, guys, that I wasn't live. But with that, we're going to get into it. So hopefully what my plan is for the day is we're going to go through. I made some changes because I didn't want to decimate our island. So, because it's our island. Here on Second Gen Geeks, everybody helped build the island. But I've kind of been wanting to play around with the game. So, as we were leaving the vet's office on Monday, I decided to swing in and buy myself a new Animal Crossing Switch. So, I've been tooling with HappyHomeParadise and building a new island during my downtime in the last week. So, I started to notice some really cool stuff. So I changed our outlook, our overlay and some stuff, and it's not so fancy as it was. But I think it's going to give some really interesting information. Even though our streams are currently scheduled to go where we just go check out the characters, I think we're going to move into actually building the characters' homes on stream each day that I'm live. So anybody that's not been that I haven't completed or fulfilled so far, which there may be a really large list. I currently have like over 100 amiibos, so we can just keep calling people. My plan is to load this channel up with every single one of them. So that being said, we're gonna keep going the way we're going. So it should be about a 20-minute stream, but I'm gonna give some more information. I'm gonna take breaks in between, but my goal is to knock out all the ones I missed last week. So on the list today, if I grab my notebook here, we're gonna have Stitches, and I don't know that they're in this order because YouTube for some reason doesn't tell me the time. But we're gonna have Stitches, then Anka, Sherb, Merengue, Marina, and Judy. So that being said, I guess we will get into it here. And I should probably make sure we have, all right, so looks like it's Stitches right now. So let me grab Stitches amiibo. We're going to call him to the campsite. We're going to do the same things. But hopefully, I've got a little bit of a surprise plan for Wednesday. I'm going to take tomorrow off since I'm catching up on all of last week's streams right now. I am going to take tomorrow off because I have a new plan. And then I'm going to be back on Wednesday with something that I think is going to be super fun. So you'll have to watch the schedule so you can see when that's going to go live. But it'll be sometime Wednesday. I'm playing with the timings right now. We'll see how these streams go. So you'll be able to find out what time there. So, we have to do her prattling. Good morning, everyone. Right now it is 8:04 a.m. on April 11th, 2022. Today on my show, oh no, the Ego Terrorist is back. No, why? Hi, Stricker. Oh no, rip to all of you that have to do this if you haven't done it before. I mean, at least it's not on the very first day of April, so you could, you actually have had a chance to catch some of those seasonal fish, I hope, for those of you who play. But big yikes. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, Flick is here. He loves our bugs so much. If you have any to share with him, I know we make it extra special. We're not doing that stuff. I hope you all enjoy the loveliest of lovely days. I hope you all enjoy the loveliest of lovely days. I can agree with Isabel on that one. All right, so let's go. Oh my God, I'm naked. Hold on, chat. This doesn't feel right. See, I remember I told you I started that new Switch. I stole my clothes. Strigger, I did. If you missed the first part of the stream, actually, I just went out and bought a new Switch just so I wouldn't mess with what we've built here on Second Gen Geeks. And I wanted to play the game and check out some things. So there is a whole 2G museum on the island that, yes, has the poop and Henry's rock. Both Henry's real rock and the one that I shamelessly lied about and got caught. Okay. So, where can I get? Oh no, come on, Fauna. Fauna, we're trying to do a stream. What is happening? I'm naked. My neighbors are just walking into my house. This is cooked. Hi. You want to give me some clothes? Oh, yay, I'm here. Are you happy? I'm happy. Okay. I don't even have a place to change in here. Fauna, listen. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Is she gonna follow me in there? Okay. Yeah, I want to change. Let's change. No, not that look. Oh no. Wait, does this one work? What is this? Oh, I thought it was oh, the washing machine. Oh no, I don't know where to get clothes. I know where we can get clothes. Okay, Fauna, I have to go shopping. Oh, you brought me a peach. Your parents kept sending you food. Oh, well, thank you. Do you have a shirt in your pocket? Can I have a shirt? Fauna. Yes, my wall and window decorations are great. Did you just notice you barged in on me trying to... Okay, I'm going to go back here and try to see if I can find something to change in. You just chill. Oh, yeah, I could have just gone to my storage. You're right. You're right, Stricker. I could have done that. I probably don't have any clothes either. Let's see. What can we wear? Oh, I love this shirt. All right, we'll just. Ooh, wait. Ha ha ha. Maybe. Mm, ooh, I like that one. Okay, we're good. And then let's just some some good old fashioned socks and shoes, and we'll be on our way. How about this? And ooh, those are kind of cute. We'll do that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can get behind that. All right. Do I have any good backpacks? I mean, since I'm in here, let's accessorize. Am I right? Look at how cute that is. Or, nope, I want you. Okay, we're out of here. You're about to play. What are you going to play in VR? Oh, thanks. Bye bye now. It is treated like an ancient relic in the museum. We can stop by and say hi to it real quick if you'd like. It is literally the Tutti Chatters Museum. Excuse me, Hornsey. Gorilla Tag. I'm not even familiar with what that is, Trigger. I have no idea. VR, I'm afraid when I finally try it, it's going to make me sick. And here you have it. See? Just like a relic in a museum, just as you said. All right. So now we're going to run down and make this. I'm going to go ahead and use the amiibo we're going to call Stitches. Can I crawl all the way down? Do I have this set up so I can crawl all the way down? Go, go, go. Can you do it? Can you do it? No? It's broken. Okay, fine. Let's go this way. All this stuff that I'm still working on cataloging for my second Switch. It's hilarious. All right. Oh no! Why would you call me from the park when I'm walking in the door? Why does everybody want to talk to me? I've only been gone for a little bit of time. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go invite camper. Have my lights off because children are sleeping. All right, let's see. Stitches should be right there. All right, there we go. Yes, I do. Wait, doesn't Stitches live in our town? He used to. Maybe he doesn't anymore. I must have let him go. Camping here. That sounds real fun. It doesn't seem like the animals like have like memory or like cross compatibility with like on my other Switch this morning, I had built a house on Happy Home Paradise for Tipper, who is a cow. I visited her on Happy Home Paradise to make sure her house was okay. I one of my villagers moved out. I went to a campsite, or not a campsite, a Nook Mile Island, excuse me. And right there on the Nook Mile Island was Tipper. I spoke with Tipper. Tipper acted like Tipper didn't know me. So I'm fairly certain that there's no cross compatibility with like the characters across the games. Like they don't recognize you. They seem like it's a whole new thing from and now I can't tell because I invited one villager back to a Happy Home Paradise, but uh it didn't seem like it was any different. I can't tell if she knew me or not. Okay, so we're gonna switch over so we can talk a little bit about Stitches here because we are now doing things this way. And here we go. So we're meeting Stitches. Now, Stitches is obviously a bear. He is a boy. His birthday is February 10th. his personality type is lazy B. Now I have to do some more research on this lazy A, lazy B thing that they got. They have normal A, normal B. So I think they've added a little bit of personality with the 2.0 upgrade that they did. All right. Hobby is play. His styles are simple and cute. Now, when you're looking to give Stitches a gift, this is what you're going to want to follow. You want to make sure that you stick to something that's either simple and cute, or you can always go with colorful and white. And what colorful basically means is anything that has some sort of rainbow pattern. All right. So we'll talk to him and see what he says. All right. So he's cute, little stitched up bear. All right. So I was building one item for them, but since Stitches has already lived on my island and everything, and when you are trying to invite a character from your campsite to your island, it now takes tiers. I used to be able to get them to move in on the same day, but now they're like, invite me back, invite me back. So we're not going to worry about building anything. We're going to go up to Brewster's, and we will have a coffee with Stitches. Oh my gosh, that Gorilla Game sounds fun, Stricker. So we're basically going to go to everywhere we can with the amiibos. Now, I should have already built him a home on Happy Home Paradise for this time. So, we're going to see how today goes, because since I'm jabbing so many streams into one day, I am going to just keep going with this flow. But I haven't used very many amiibos on my second Switch. So if we need to, we can turn around and plan it out so that we build whichever villager that we're learning about each day. We can turn around and build them a house on Happy Home Paradise. I've kind of gotten the hang of Happy Home Paradise now. It's kind of a lot to get into. Between the two Switches that I have, I believe I've built 110 homes. So I've been noticing some very interesting features about that. And so I really think that what I can show you guys through Happy Home Paradise will help you no matter which version, even all the way back, no matter what form of Animal Crossing you're playing, it should basically be beneficial. So I think that's how we're going to run the streams moving forward. Yes, we'd like to contact. So now we're going to see what Stitches has to say in the coffee shop. As most of you probably know, you used to be able to in New Leaf, you used to be able to like have coffee with them, but then you could learn like their favorite coffee types, so you could give them coffee and whatnot. I don't know if you could do that by calling for an amiibo, because amiibos were kind of weird when the 3DS first came out. I know I tried to get an amiibo scanner with my 2DS. But you could at least learn their favorite coffee types if they lived in your village. So, all right. So we're going to sit down and chat with Stitches, I think. Hi, Stitches. All right, Stitches. I love being invited places. Thanks. It's so quiet in here. If I had any secrets, I'd be worried about spilling the beans and my secrets, too. Chatting with you brings back so many memories from when I lived here. Well, there it's confirmed. He does remember living on our island. That is so cool. Like, Stuffin'. Hey, remember that time I lived here? Yeah, that was pretty cool. Wow, Stitches. They only have coffee here, but I really want to dip some snacks in my coffee too, Stuffin'. Oh, maybe I could bring a bag of my favorite potato chips. Do you think Brewster would be cool with that? So obviously his catchphrase is Stuffin'. Coffee. Okay, now what? I'm going to go run around the island over and over again until I stop. So here's the thing. Whether you're dealing with it on Animal Crossing New Horizons, or whether you are actually trying to do the Happy Home Paradise, paying attention to what their favorites are in gift giving, in decorating their homes, and all of that is super important. So when it says that his hobby is play, he likes toys, most likely. It can get really confusing, and I've been learning all the secrets that Nintendo seems to be running around in the background with, such as a ball is really only sports. It's not a toy. Toys are more specific to like your, Christmas toy sets and whatnot. All right. How does drinking coffee with pals make it taste better? Oh, maybe we are all put out psychic flavor boosters. Okay. I'm so glad to have coffee with you. Let's be pals forever, okay? Okay. Getting invited to have coffee is almost as good as actually drinking coffee. So I wonder if your friendship goes up, they say more because he seems to have more of a chat log like than most. Like we've only done a few of these, but than most of them do. Chatting with you brings back so many memories from when I lived here. Remember that time I lived here? That was pretty cool. All right, so we're repeating. So now we're gonna go and see with the house that I built Stitches over in Happy Home Paradise. Now, this I think is going to be when we move forward with the Meet the Neighbors series. Like I said, I think I'm going to just start building the houses on stream. And we're going to look at this and we're going to try to build them because you can find out a lot about a villager if you build their house in a certain method. We have a special thanks to Nightstar, who literally goes through while playing the game and puts something down, picks it up until she gets hearts. And so she kind of got onto the whole discovery. And by the way, if you haven't checked it out, chat, you can find Nightstar's channel down in our featured channel list. Go over there and give her a like and a subscribe and tell her Andrew sent you. Anyhow, she figured out that, like, even though, like, say that you're a villager over in Happy Home Paradise is like, I want a place by the beach and they offer you all this beach stuff. If you pay attention to what their actual personality is as well, you will get a higher rating on their house. I had built on the second account, I had built like 60 homes, 50 homes, something like that. And Nightstar's designer's title was better than mine. And I was like, how is that even a thing? Well, I had been just throwing them together. So it is my recommendation with Happy Home Paradise is to pay enough attention, make sure you get a good score, but keep their houses at a 1 floor, because once you get your title ranked up high enough, you can go back and remodel. When you go back and remodel, you get half of whatever your designer pay is at the time. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and head to work. So the idea of Happy Home Paradise is to basically mesh and meld the two things, the request that they're making for their vacation home, because who wants to be themselves on vacation? Am I right? I mean, I'm always myself, but whatever. But anyways, you want to meld them. So let's say that Stitches was like, I want to build my muscles, which is totally outside of his character. Well, he may like the muscle things, but you're going to want to stick with it being colorful or white. So if you have a white treadmill or a colorful, barbell, you throw those out there. But then you make sure you also put in there a few toys and whatever that are true to his actual natural personality. Oh, Nico made us some more DIYs. What am I even on this one? It's probably marble. Oh, steel island counters and steel pillar. Thank you, Nico. You are much appreciated. All right, so we'll go out and I can just do it from here. We're going to just go take a look at Stitch's house, and then I'm going to take a break in between streams, and we will start up again. And I can't tell who's next until I go into my live studio, but I'm fairly certain that up next is going to be Judy. So I know she's a huge fan favorite. By the way, the first part of this series has all been based on the top 10 fan favorites of February 2022. So just this last February. This was the list that was rolled out and ranked up, and who is who of whatever. Okay. They were the favorites. We did the top 10 first. So let's find. Wait, where does Stitches go? Do I have to? What are we doing? There he is. He wanted a box full of colors. You're trying to get rid of a villager called Snooty to get Marshall? So I have no idea the best way to get rid of villagers. I hate to say it, is to time hop. Time hopping will make them move very quickly. So you go in, you play each day out. You don't just bolt forward like a whole bunch. But for people who don't want to do that, go in every day, talk to every villager but the one you want to move. That is pretty much the best way. And then if you can, place villagers together that don't get along. That's probably some more information we should add to the stream, is which villagers are compatible with which villagers. Your lazy and your normal and your big sister types pretty much get along with everybody, but Snooty and Cranky will fight. So you want to you can turn around and you can like try to find ways to basically make them miserable. That sounds horrible. I mean, I guess it's better than when we used to beat them with nets, right? So that's good, I guess. So, anyways, this is Stitch's house, and he wanted a box full of colors. So it looks like I spent quite a bit. This was when I first started playing, so this will be interesting. And let's talk to him and see. We smelled these smells we got going on. Wow, what's up? So we're gonna ask him, how are things, Stitches? I've never had my own yard to run around in before, Stuffin'. Now I get to. Why, everyone used to yell at me when I ran inside theirs. Oh my. Sorry that happened to you, Stitches. Oh, and here's our house. So another great tip for when you're doing the Happy Home Paradise stuff and you're trying to figure out what they like. As you can see, I've got a lot of multiple colors, which is easy because Stitches by nature is colorful. So it's always great when they match up with their requests. But I really hate it when you've got one that's a lazy villager who all of a sudden wants something that is, I want a place to, you do sports because they're very hard to please. So we've got all kinds of toys because they're just Stitch's nature. We've got the colorful stuff going on over there. This is all true to his personality. Now I can see something that I've probably this table, if I'm not mistaken, is a simple wood table or a block table. That's what it is. It's a block table. This table probably would have done better if it was a simple table. But adding certain colors do matter, like which color you put down. Since he's colorful, it would be anything that is multicolored is perfect. But let's say that his favorite color was actually like if I changed this right here to white, a white diner bench, I probably would have gotten a little bit better of a rating. So what we're going to do in order to let's ask Stitches, we're going to see if we can remodel and I'll change that color just so we can kind of get the cool video to pop up of the tour of the house real quick. Let's see. How is your home? Let's talk remodeling. You can never have too many snack drawers. So we're going to say, leave it to me. All right. So now the one problem with the remodel plan, all right, is that it takes it away what their actual oh, it's only cream. We don't have it in. All right, let's remove this and replace this bench. How about with a box sofa? And we'll put it down and we'll say we'll do white. And if you move the little character, we'll move him over here so we can see how he reacts. Smiles is good. Exclamation points are great. Hearts are the best. And that is the goal that we want to go for. So we're just going to change some of this stuff like this. We're going to change over into the cute because it's got more colors. This one, oh, we don't have white. So let's just I'm just going to change this a little bit. I think we can even change these. Okay, colorful is definitely the one we want to go with. But once you do this, it actually removes their requests. So that stinks. Like, oh, maybe, hold on, let's see what happens if we do this. Take this and this. Let's go like this and try that. Nothing. All right. So take that out. Let me go over to housewares. We'll do this. We're looking for seating. And we'll see. We should have Nordic is considered simple. PQRS. Let's see. School chair, rocking chair, ranch. Simple chair. Let's try simple. And let's see if we've got, okay, let's do a white frame. Let's do a pattern. See, we followed all of what's on the side, and he loved it. So that's just a little example. When you're thinking about building these houses, you can follow this. Now, if I was giving him something, this gift right here would be something he'd like, although you can't give the whole sorry, I was reading chat. You can't give like a customized item very often to villagers. Okay, let me catch up on chat before we say. rumors are if you're time hopping, look for the one with the thought bubble you want to leave. If it's not the one that you want to leave the game without talking. Oh yeah, Power King figured this out. That's right. If you want, when you're doing the whole trying to find your perfect villagers or whatever, if you go and leave the game without talking to the person with the thought bubble, and then it says time hop one day and look again and repeat until you want the one you want to leave has the thought bubble above them. But I highly, highly recommend, in addition to what Power Cane is saying, that if that's what you want to do, talk to your other villagers, because the ones that are the happiest will take the longest to want to leave. So, and if you force quit, like, let's see, the one you want. Oh, that's right. If you force quit, I think Power King said that you can kind of, if you make a mistake, because one day he had asked somebody to move that he didn't want to move. And if you force quit out of it, you can save your choice that way. But I know a lot of people don't want to play the game this way. They want to have more of a natural approach to doing that. So my best recommendation to you is, if you're not going to time hop, talk to your villagers that you really, really like every day and always leave out the one. You can also give them bad gifts. There are things like, let's say, like for his Stitches example, he likes colorful, playful, simple things. Give him an elegant, black, useful item, for example, or, whatever, because it's like the exact opposite. They will get upset with that. Some villagers' personalities will deteriorate faster than others. Fortunately, Raymond is a high-maintenance little cat. I'm not even lying to y'all. Since I got him, I'm like, he and I have to go to Katrina and get myself blessed with our friendship all the time. But with that, I'm going to tell you guys what I always tell you. And I'm going to say, take care of yourselves and each other. We'll be back in the next hour with another stream. Bye.